Alright, now they're begging gamers to return. Honestly, if my stream failed, I would also beg my viewers to return. So, like, I get it. You gotta make your bag, chat. I don't blame them.
As you guys surely know, Marvel Rivals has been killing it, and Overwatch 2 has been essentially doing the opposite, killing itself, if anything. Even just
whoa, you can't say that in 2025.
Taking a brief look at analytics over on SteamDB, we can see Overwatch 2 with a 23% rating and 35k in-game as of recording. In comparison,
but to be fair, a lot of them are on the Blizzard Battle.net launcher. That's still not great, though. Like, realistically. Let's say that Steam is only, I don't know, like a quarter. That's still not fantastic for a freaking shooter. Yeah, they really shit the bed on Overwatch 2.
as of recording, in comparison to Rivals, 79% rating and 150k in-game as of recording.
Whoa.
Rivals is a game that I am thoroughly enjoying, but of course it does have its own problems. It's not a perfect game. Regardless, it's doing significantly better than Overwatch 2. And given Overwatch 2's own struggles, on top of Rivals' massive success, it seems like Blizzard is getting increasingly desperate. You see, for years now, Blizzard has been attempting to appeal to the modern audience types, and it looks like Blizzard is starting to have some big regrets about that. It's really interesting because with Overwatch 1, they did have some attractive...
They regret not capitalizing and making money and thinking the shooter genre's dead.
Characters in game, but the modern audience types they were trying to cater to ended up complaining about that. For example, all the way back in 2016, Blizzard had this victory pose going on with Tracer, but certain types of individuals, you know the type, began to complain about this, saying it's...
I can't believe like what they did to Tracer was a freaking crime. Genuinely, I think this is criminal. You should be put in jail.
Saying it's problematic, that she's overly sexualized, you know, all that sort of really, I'm offended about everything sort of rhetoric. And so ultimately, Blizzard decided to capitulate to those people and remove that victory pose. We'll talk much more about how Blizzard is starting to regret having catered to those sort of people for years. Before we do, a message about a game that embraces its attractive characters that I think you guys will appreciate. Big thanks to Girls Frontline 2 Exilium for sponsoring.
Oh my god, is this an ad?
In this video, Girls Frontline 2 Exilium is a popular 3D strategy RPG for both PC and mobile. In-game, you'll collect various units called dolls to deploy in combat. The dolls...
Chat, see, why do they put them in uniforms? It's like aesthetically pleasing and like pleasing to the eye, even though it marks the fashion sense of totalitarian and neo-Nazism. Yeah, why do we do that? Yeah, wife was in uniform? See, that's fascist. You're not allowed to enjoy that.
Have a wide variety of weapons that you can pair with them and freely customize with various attachments. There's also an affinity system where you can present gifts to your favorite dolls, leading to exclusive
her feet
rewards, such as doll-specific weapon skins and attachment skins. Plus the fan-favorite dormitory.
Feet!
Which allows players to thoroughly appreciate their dolls as they relax and...
I'm blocking them, hold on! Feet!
different activities while off duty. And over at the refitting room, you'll also be able to select different outfits for your dolls, and even unlock various idle animations as you level them up. You're even able to enjoy your arsenal of weapons in the weapons gallery. All of the guns are meticulously crafted in full 3D and can be viewed from any angle. Yeah, these devs know exactly what the people want. And this is a perfect time to play because Girls Frontline 2 Exilium has a bunch of amazing events.
Dude, the booba jiggle is kind of insane. I'm sorry for pausing on an ad, but like, holy moly.
Coming up, including a banner featuring increased drop rates for Klukai and Macchiato and outfits for them, as well as their respective weapons, Skyla and Bittersweet Caramel. The limited time event Aphelion is also coming up. Participate to claim targeted access permission times 30, access permission times 10, and Klukai's new outfit Speedstar for free. There's also the brand new game mode.
You have gotta be kidding me. Hello?
Permission times 10 and Klukai's new outfit Speedstar for free. There's also the brand new game mode, Boundary Push.
Bro, that's wild. That's wild.
Dispatch your dolls to explore the contamination zones and obtain development materials. So definitely consider checking out Girls Frontline 2 Exilium with the link in the description or pinned comment or the QR code on screen, and enjoy. We left off discussing how Blizzard began to...
I completely forgot what we were talking about. What are we talking about again? Overwatch? Oh yeah, Overwatch, right. I spaced out. I think my mind went black for a minute there.
Pander more and more to the modern audience types.
What we say?
And Overwatch went from a game where those types were complaining about sexualized characters to a game where posts like this were prevalent, fast forwarding now to 2022. On the Blizzard forums, this post, for example, reading, "Is Overwatch the only game with non-sexualized female characters? I hope I can say that word in the title, but it's quite interesting thinking about why..."
The fact that they think there's no non-sexualized female characters is kind of crazy to me. Considering how much Overwatch corn there is out there at everyone's disposal, how can you say such a statement and... Is bait... I don't know anymore. I genuinely don't know anymore. Why is there a Ukraine flag? What the fuck? I thought for a minute this was Twitter. Why is there a flag in the post? What?
We have such a great and large LGBTQ community.
Please.
And now fast forwarding to May 30th, 2023, after the release of Overwatch 2, and the first Pride Month occurring after Overwatch 2's release, Blizzard made this official post that reads, "Celebrate Pride in Overwatch 2," bragging about their inclusivity for Overwatch 2, or what you could really just call rainbow capitalism. For example, they wrote, "Beginning on June 1st.
Okay, hold on, but Overwatch was also changed in Saudi Arabia when they wanted to hold the tournaments over there. They cut out the fact that Tracer and Soldier 76 are gay and other characters because they wanted to make money in Saudi Arabia, and being gay is in nicer words very frowned upon. So yeah. Yeah, very, very proud. Very prideful.
Everybody that logs into Overwatch 2 will receive an extensive collection of profile player icons and name cards, celebrating the many diverse identities that make up the tapestry of this fantastic community.
Do they have this on the Saudi client?
The full list of cosmetics can be found below. Name cards allow you to choose how you identify within the game, and you'll notice specific ones dedicated to some of our LGBTQ+ heroes. You'll find a lesbian card for Tracer, a gay card for Soldier 76, a pansexual card for Lifeweaver, as well as a bisexual card for Baptist and a lesbian card for Farah. For years, players have speculated on the sexual orientations of Baptist and Farah, and we are thrilled to not only include them in these Pride cosmetics.
Is there a Saudi Arabia client for Overwatch? Saudis get their own Overwatch 2 servers. I wonder how that works. Did they just censor everything? Yeah. I have to wonder. I don't want to ask someone.
But also publish a brand new short story focusing on their identities, each other, and themselves. And once again, fast forwarding, that takes us to just about a week ago when we saw headlines going around talking about Overwatch 2 launching another collab with Sserafim. For example, Pirate Nation captioning the news saying, "Overwatch 2 is getting its Korean devs to spruce up its female characters, obviously because of Marvel rivals." We can see a response from Madam Savvy saying, "Let me help you out, Overwatch. You can get all the Asians you want to completely redesign characters. That isn't going to help. You took away fun and focused on all the wrong things."
True, actually, I don't think that rebranding will save Overwatch. They genuinely just took the fun out of the game. Just period. All the balancing, all the heroes that got released that made people really upset. When Brigitte was released, that's when all of my hardcore Overwatch friends that I had on my BattleNet, like, basically quit. They said, "I can't do this anymore. I can't justify, like, playing this game." Yeah. Basically, KDA for Overwatch. Yeah, that's not gonna save it.
You retconned Lord Pander, and you censored the ever-living heck out of your game. Adding back loot boxes, undoing every change, and doing nostalgia mode isn't going to save you. You burnt your goodwill. It's gone. No one new picks up your game, and everyone is No one new picks up your game, and everyone is leaving. It's called moving on from that bad ex. You have people who hate gamers working there. You have to make everything safe. It doesn't work like this. You can't just add something sexy and think that'll save you. Now, if someone comes out and says, we were wrong to pander, here's transparency on what happened, that would work. But you'll never do that.
No.
The pride of your ideology won't let you.
No, it's admitting that you were wrong. That's the problem. Why would you ever address the thing that people are upset of you over? You just have to keep moving on and make a product. That's ultimately what it is.
The pride of your activist staff won't let you, and I will never go back to Overwatch. But here's where things get really interesting, because certain Overwatch 2 fans are attempting to defend Blizzard here. Their argument is essentially that Blizzard has actually collabed with Sserafim before being specifically back in October 2023, in other words, before Marvel Rivals was even released.
Okay, well, that's fine and everything. Again, I don't think it's directly because of Marvel. It's just that they need to have something to keep people in, keep people in the game. Yo, Raid, you're the Raid. Hi, thank you so much. Oh, Overwatch? Yeah, we love Overwatch.
And so they're saying that Blizzard isn't concerned about Rivals, and this whole collab has nothing to do with Rivals at all. But when you actually take a look at the previous collab with Sserafim and compare it to the new collab, there's some huge differences with the collabs. For example, the new one does seem to show the characters in a much more attractive light, while the first one did have that sort of safe feel that Madame Savvy was talking about, and if anything even looks a bit awkward at times. I'll show you specifically what I mean.
Thank you.
And by the way, for those that don't know, Sserafim is a South Korean music group.
Okay.
So in the collab,
K-pop stans will defend them really hard. Yeah, for those that know, you know. You do not fuck with K-pop stans.
From 2023, we can see part of the animation here. I'm not going to play the entire thing, but just take note of the outfits and take note of some of the things that the girls are doing. For example, this just seems awkward. Maybe maybe you agree or disagree, but this is just No,
it's very Disney-fied. I mean, it's girls goofing around. I don't know if I can say with 100% certainty. Let's watch the other one.
I don't know, it just looks weird and awkward to me.
Sure.
But okay, anyways, those are some examples of the first collab from 2023 as mentioned. But now we'll take a look at the brand new collab, and you can instantly see, first off, they have this style they're going with that's supposed to be more of an anime theme.
Oh, yeah, okay, I understand now. Yeah.
Style. And it's very interesting how the characters are dressed in more revealing ways this time than they were in the first collab.
Where are they? Kinda? Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Just a tad. Maybe a little bit more skin. They're still girly and shit, but yeah, just a tad. This is a lot more with the with the underwear string. A little bit, just a tad.
And you can instantly see, first off, they have this style they're going with that's supposed to be more of an anime theme style. And it's very interesting how the characters are dressed in more revealing.
It reminds me of the animation for True Damage. They had an animation on League of Legends. Yeah, this is what it reminds me of. The Giants. Yeah. That
in ways this time than they were in the first collab. And given all that's been going on with Overwatch 2 and Blizzard, this really doesn't seem like coincidence. Yeah, in my opinion at least, it's a pretty stark difference. The first one has this safe westernized feel, and now Blizzard is pretty clearly trying to change all that in the second collab. Hopping back
Lots
over
of
to
midriffs.
Madame Savvy's
Definitely a lot of midriff action going on.
Post. Let's check out some of the comments and see what some of the other people are saying. We saw an Overwatch defender. Here are some other comments, though. Eldritch Bogart saying, the game died when they stopped producing good cinematics. It was the canary to let us know that they thought they were able to coast on player goodwill and change the game any way they please, and the players would still support it.
I think my biggest issue is that no matter what Blizzard does at this point, people are going to be negative about it because of all the bad shit that they've done previously. The being two-faced, the lawsuits that people perceive on the harassment. Apparently the whole breast milk thing was debunked and it wasn't actually true and it was just a rumor that was going around. Apparently, allegedly. I'm not 100% sure. But I've heard that the breast milk thing wasn't actually something that happened and it was just a thing that 4chan propagated through basically posting it over and over. It is funny. No, I totally understand. I know. Allegedly they did not do it, but The fact that some people unironically think that could have been real is enough damage for Blizzard to be like, ah, fuck. Like, now people are gonna keep bringing up the breast milk joke. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny enough for people to believe it.
Steven saying, and this is why I love competition. Free markets mean the consumer wins. Darth Vader saying, I used to love playing Overwatch back in the day. I had gold weapons for D.Va, Reaper, and McCree. Mark XZ saying, still remember they add DI stats to every character, and every one of them have to be marginalized in one way. It is stupid.
This is real. Hold on, I'll bring it up. What is it called? Overwatch diversity chart. Yeah, lest we forget, this person's not talking out of their ass. This is a real thing that they've been doing since like I want to say 2018 or 2020. Yeah. Yeah, lest we forget. Ability, age, sexual orientation. Yeah. Yeah, this is strong.
Aaron Darklord saying they literally have to contract good designs out to another continent because...
Imagine I did this for chatters. Like, every chatter has, like, a number on them. Like, if you're a male, but you're from, like, I don't know, from, like, Africa, you get, like, a high score for that, but because you're a male, you've got a low score, so it, like, evens out. But then if you're white, but then you present as non-binary or something, that means you have a high score, but because you're white, it's a low score. We'd probably lynch you. That's racist!
There's probably no one in their office who's physically...
Torbjorn Zero Culture. Isn't he from Sweden? I thought Sweden had pretty big culture. Like, they have their own culture. Or is it because they, like, colonize or whatever? Is that bad? Yeah, that's bad. You can't say that. Yeah, those damn colonizers.
And psychologically capable of drawing them if asked to, and they'd get months of tantrums and malicious complaints. Brimstone saying, they also flat out lied to players. The PvE feature was scrapped and was a big part of the game going forward. It was... Even
if you strip everything, all the DEI jokes aside, like, all the DEI jokes aside about... Like, oh, Blizzard loves to meet a diversity quota. Look at this. They don't make female characters attractive. Disregard all of that. They promised Overwatch 1 players that the reason Overwatch 2 was a thing is because they were going to put PvE into the game. And then they led them along and said, it's coming, guys. The PvE is coming in Overwatch 2. And then they said, guys... I don't think we can provide Overwatch 2 with PvE, and then they had to scrap it completely. That's disgusting to me. They kind of did, and it was a $15 scam. No, it wasn't... It wasn't even good, though. It's not even what they wanted. That's why I agree. I think it was genuinely not... It's not even a scam. It's that they didn't even do the thing that they promised. $15 for, like, a freaking... stupid PvE thing that's boring.
Just scrapped. And the last one we'll take a look at is this one.
We looked at it on stream.
As someone who sunk hours and hours into Overwatch and even spent a good amount of time on Overwatch 2, I agree. I won't be going back. So let me know what you think. Do you think Blizzard can possibly recover goodwill? Of course, they might be concerned if they start like undoing some of the stuff they've been doing for years that they might upset the modern audience types that are still left. Sounds like they've got themselves in quite a mess. But yeah, let me know what you think about that, if you think Blizzard can fix all this somehow or not. As always, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing to the channel. Appreciate ya. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.
I don't even know, man. I think that modern audience and right-wingers both play Marvel Rivals, and that's fine. Because it's a fun game. People don't care, man. It's not about fucking... People always tell me, like, Alana, you're on the wrong side of the culture war. You're gonna die on this hill. You're a piece of shit. It's like, I just want good video games. That's all I want in the end, man. That's all I want. Just make it happen.